All right, so in order to simplify expressions, we need to follow the order of operations. And a thing that we use to help us follow the order of operations is the acronym PEMDAS. You can also remember this acronym as remembering the phrase, "Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally." That's kind of a fun way to remember that acronym. And so the way we follow the order of operations is first by simplifying everything in what is in the parentheses. Next, we move on to completing the exponents. Then we move on to doing the multiplication and division. We do this from left to right. If you see the division first, you carry out the division and then the multiplication. And same thing with addition and subtraction. We carry out the addition and subtraction from left to right. So if you see the subtraction first, you do the subtraction and then the addition. So I want to do a few example problems. The first one I want to do is 135 divided by 15 minus 9 times 2. And so you might want to work with what is in that parentheses right there. But the thing is about that is that 2 is already in its simplest form. There is nothing else to simplify. So we can just go to doing the division and then the multiplication. So 135 divided by 15 is going to give us 9. And 9 times 2, that is 18. And so 9 minus 18 is equal to negative 9. And that is our answer. Let's do another one. So I have 15 plus 2 in parentheses times 20 minus 8 in parentheses plus 15 divided by 3 in parentheses times 2. So first, we want to simplify everything in the parentheses. So 15 plus 2, that is 17. 20 minus 8, that is 12. So I'm doing 17 times 12 plus 15 divided by 3, that is 5 times 2. Now I want to carry out the multiplication. So let's see, 17 times 12 is 204 plus 5 times 2, that is 10. And 204 plus 10, that is 214. That is our simplified answer for that one. I want to do one more problem. Let's see. I want to do 3 plus, and we've got a fraction here. In the numerator, we have negative 2 plus 20 in parentheses times negative 3 plus the square root of 16 all over 10 plus 2. So what I want to do first is simplify everything in the numerator, simplify everything in the denominator, and then we can divide those things. So we're just going to leave that 3 plus out there. We're not going to do anything with that yet. Negative 2 plus 20, that is 18 times negative 3 plus the square root of 16, that is 4. All over, well, 10 plus 2, that's 12. I can simplify that numerator further. Let's see. 3 plus 18 times negative 3. That is going to be negative 54 plus 4 all over 12. And then if we are going to simplify that numerator further, that becomes 3 plus negative 54 plus 4. That gives us a negative 50 over 12. Now, before I add these two numbers together, I want to reduce negative 50 over 12 and get a reduced fraction there. So I can divide the numerator and the denominator by 2. So I'm going to do that first. So I'm left with negative 50 divided by 2, that is negative 25, all over 12 divided by 2, that is 6. My fraction cannot be simplified. So now, let's see, we do not like adding fractions with unlike denominators. So what I want to do is I want to find a common denominator between these numbers here. That way I can add those fractions. So I'm going to put my 3 over 1. And my least common denominator, or you can think of it as our least common multiple here, is going to be 6. The second fraction already has 6 in the denominator. So in order to make this denominator 6, I need to multiply the denominator by 6. And if I multiply the denominator by 6, I also need to multiply the numerator by 6. And so this fraction becomes 18 over 6. And then I have a plus and negative. I'm just going to write this as minus 25 over 6. Now I can subtract the numerator across. So that becomes negative 7 over 6. And you can keep the answer this way, or you can divide negative 7 by 6 in your calculator, and that is approximately equal to negative 1.166, repeating. So that is how we use the order of operations to simplify our expressions.